the Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Treasure Coast Connector, connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Well, welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras. Treasure Coast Connector is the talk show and online community where we put a spotlight on interesting local businesses and resources, then connect them to you, the consumers in the community. Everyone has an interesting story of why they do what they do. When we learn about what's happening in our own backyard and support local businesses, it strengthens our local economy. For details on the show, links to discounts, promos, past interviews, visit www.tcconnector.com. Well, home ownership is part of the American dream, but lately some people feel as if it's out of reach. But that's not necessarily so with the proper planning and the right mortgage for your situation. Joining me in the studio today is Amy Haas, and she is the broker owner of an independent mortgage brokerage firm called Above All Mortgage, located in Vero Beach, and she's here to share lots of great information that's going to help us with the home of our dreams. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Ellen, and thank you for having me today.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you are here. You and I, you come to a lot of networking events, and you love cocktails and collaborations, which is really great. I appreciate that. But then I went to your office. I wanted to learn more about you, and then it was like, oh my goodness. Remember, I said a few times, people need to know about certain things that you offer. I get really excited, as everybody knows on my show. So here you are. And before we start talking about your company, I would love for you to just share what got you involved in the mortgage industry.
Well, before I moved to Vero Beach, I was a real estate agent in West Virginia. I did that part-time for over 20 years. Very, very busy during COVID. And I don't know. I took a break from it, moved here, and went to school in Albany, New York for commercial lending. And after moving to Vero, I just kind of got my thoughts together and thought, wow, what am I going to do here? Well, I'm educated in commercial lending, and I thought, I'm going to add residential because you're right. Owning a home is part of our American dream. And so many people don't reach that part of their dream, and I want to help them. Have a passion for helping people, and I want to see them reach that goal.
Mm-hmm. And you made that very evident, especially when we sat down. And so, and I know that interest rates are doing lots of different things. They're going up a little, they're going down a little. And I want to talk about that right away because, and I'm looking at my notes because somebody had said that, you should date what is it?
Date the rate.
Date the rate. You marry the home, but you date the rate.
Right.
So now let's talk about what your thoughts are with regard to how the mortgage rates are behaving, going up a little bit, down a little bit. People are scared. What do you have to say to them?
Back in the day when I bought my first home, all I was concerned about was, oh, gee, can I make that payment? Can I make that payment? I need my payment to be this amount. I budget, I plan everything. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about it. That's what I was concerned about. And then I was thinking, wow, those rates were in the high sevens, but I made that payment. That was what I was focused on. And I just got back last Wednesday and Thursday. I was in West Palm Beach for a brokers convention, and that was the main topic of every little seminar I sat in on was the rates. And like last year, everybody was waiting for the rates to come down. Now, if they only bought last year because they've done nothing but go up, right?
See? Yeah.
And the way they are predicting, and they're not my predictions, I sat in with professional analysts, and they are predicting them. Maybe we're going to have one more increase. And if the election doesn't change things, they could go back up more. Mm-hmm. But now if we get a change in the election, they are predicted to go back down to 6%. And that's what we are hoping for. You know, me and my fellow brokers are looking for that 6% decrease.
Of course. But, so that's the thing is, we can't always just wait. Somebody might be, a husband and wife might be renting a home that they love, but maybe or an apartment that's very small, and they're about to have another baby. So there are times where you really can't wait it out, right?
Right. Yeah. I would act up on it now. There's no need to wait. We can always refinance it later. Mm-hmm. Just make sure that I can make sure the payment works for you and you're happy with it. And, think of it as a starter home. You don't have to stay there forever.
Mm-hmm. That's very true, too. Okay, so now mortgage programs. There's a lot out there when it comes to mortgages. And again, when you and I had our sit down, I was very impressed. Because you are, and I've also, your website is amazing. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But as an independent mortgage broker, there's an advantage working with you. And you mentioned that in your social media. Do you want to share why you have the advantage?
Yes. This time in the market, lenders have to get very creative. And as a broker, I work with wholesale lenders, and it cuts the retail person out. And being a broker, I can shop all the rates for you and all your options. Mm-hmm. And that gives me a big advantage. And I think I know the program that you're really excited about if you want to hear about it.
Yeah, please. I'd love for you to just mention as many as you would like right now.
Well, I have all the programs that everyone else has to offer, from bank statements to the jumbo. You name them, I have them. Mm-hmm. I can work with your home equity line of credit, which we'll talk about later, on down the line. But this program that you love is the Down Payment Assistance Grant. I know everybody has heard down payment assistance. Well, this is not your typical down payment assistance because it's a grant. And as we know, a grant is something that's free. You do not have to repay grants. So I can get, and I have been getting my clients 3.75% down if they qualify. And what it takes to qualify basically is a 620 FICO score. And it is an FHA loan, so we have to meet FHA guidelines in the medium income, which is around 412, I think, right now. But, as long as we're in the medium income and follow all the FHA guidelines, we can make this happen for them. And that money, the 3.75%, does not have to be repaid. It's not a second mortgage. There's no lien on their home. And they only have to keep this product for 7 months before we can refinance if there's a better rate available for them.
Wow. Okay, so here's what we have to do right now, this second, for all, there's 12,000, I think, people watching us live. Don't let that throw you.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. But for all the people that are listening and watching, I should say listening on iHeartRadio and the podcast, because the people that watch can see your contact information. But how do they get in touch with you? Because there are people right now with a pen and paper in hand.
Well, they can visit my website, and there's an easy application and plus all kinds of good information at www.aboveallmortgage.net. They can call my office phone, 772-800-5455, or they're welcome to call my cell at any time, 304-767-9213. Call me, text me.
Okay, very good, because that mortgage will help, especially first-time home buyers, too.
Oh, yes, and I also offer the Hometown Heroes program, which is similar to the down payment assistance grant, but that has to be repaid, and it is like a second mortgage, but the fees are a lot lower and they're out of money again. Hopefully after December they should be funding again, so if anybody's interested in that,
okay,
hopefully they'll have money in December.
Yeah, and with the Hometown Heroes, one thing that I was really impressed with, people think that it's, fire, police, EMT, but it's also nurses and CNAs. There's a lot of different job titles that fall under that umbrella that people might not think they qualify for, but they do.
Yes, they do. They can get a hold of me and we can go over the whole list, like school teachers and service workers.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I love that. I really do. Okay. So now the other thing is we have, we mentioned COVID, right? And how busy we're doing during COVID. And during that time, we had a lot of people go out on their own and form their own businesses. And of course, the term side hustle, and a lot of people are putting together a whole bunch of side hustles and then coming up with some really nice income, and they're working for themselves. But then they want to buy a home and they think, how am I going to do that? But bank statement loans.
I do offer bank statement loans. They are a wonderful thing. Bank statement loans do require a FICO score of 620 and 12 months bank statements usually. Mm-hmm. You have to be in the same line of work for at least a year to 2 years. With some of my lenders, that varies. Mm-hmm. I can sometimes get you a little bit less if we have a proven work history and track record. But with bank statement loans, you do need 10% down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But they're a very simple, easy loan. They close quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I really appreciate that. Okay, so now you have a special for buyers in October. I saw your email, which was really wonderful. So I don't want to steal your thunder. What is this special that you have for buyers?
For the month of October, I am offering a free appraisal that is credited at closing, which is wonderful if you mix it with the down payment assistance grant. And I will let you all in on a little something because no one knows her name, but I am working with a client and a realtor, and they have really made me work harder than I've ever worked this month.
Yeah.
And what we have done for her, I mean, I had to manually figure out a fee sheet. And it's been so long since I've done one of those because we were like the seller and the buyer both on a tight budget, but by using the down payment assistance grant and the appraisal, and I had the realtor to get her the 6% seller concessions. Mm-hmm. She is getting into her new home with only $2,000 down.
Wow.
Can you believe this?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that is amazing. You're going to get a lot of phone calls because that's the thing is you know real estate transactions from all sides. You've purchased homes, you were a real estate agent, you're a finance, officer, so you understand all the moving parts and how people are feeling about their finances, and you really care about getting them into a place that they can afford where they can sleep at night and not worry about their payment. So what you do is invaluable, and the fee that is being covered, it's the appraisal fee. That is could be several $100s.
They're usually from anywhere from $600 to $750.
Okay, more than several hundreds.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is a huge incentive this month that I'm offering.
Okay, well, very good. So we're going to take a break. I know you were going to wave that sign. We have a lot more to discuss about All Above Mortgage. Above all mortgage. It's above all mortgage. I was testing you.
Yeah. Well, you jumped on it way before I could get you.
Thank you. But stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Waves Auto Spa, known as Vero's fastest and finest. A car wash known for their quality equipment and attention to detail by a friendly and courteous staff. Waves offers soft cloth technology, and a top-notch detail center will help preserve the value of your car. Waves now offers windshield chip repair, and in most cases, it doesn't cost you a dime. Spend less time and get a better quality experience for you and your car at Waves Auto Spa, US 1 Vero Beach, across from Kmart Plaza. Open 7 days a week.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Revive Vero Beach, located next to Anytime Fitness on Oslo Road and 27th Avenue, has everything you need to look and feel your best, including hormone replacement therapy, stem cell therapy, sexual wellness, weight loss, laser aesthetics, hair, tattoo, and skin spot removal, Botox and fillers, cryotherapy, comprehensive blood work, and everybody's favorite, ozone and IV therapy. Refresh, renew, and revitalize yourself at Revive today. Call 772-492-6607. A member of the iTex trading community. Your iTex dollars are welcome. welcome.
ITEX, or International Trade Exchange, is the largest barter company in the world with over 25,000 members offering goods and services. We're a marketing company that brings you new business in the way of trade, with over 200 local members enjoying the benefits of ITEX, like lawyers, doctors, plumbers, media, printing, and more.
Hi, this is Liz Bowler. Contact me and find out why barter through ITEX has been smarter for over 30 years. 772-532-1881. Visit itex.com.
Welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras, and I'm sitting with Amy Haas of Above All Mortgage. We got it right this time. Yay! And so lots of great information was shared in the first half, and I want to just pick right back up with what I said in the beginning was how much information is on your website, okay? And your social media is also stellar. And I know that you work really, really hard on that. So your website is a plethora of information. And then in addition, there's a blog as well. And I love all the articles. And then even your social media has a lot of tips that, you know, I didn't even think of as well. So talk about that.
Well, thank you for checking out my website. I have a hard time, and I finally have found one web creator that I'm really satisfied with. I went through a couple because I wanted it just right. And if somebody has a question, they can just hop on there. And I mean, it's really educational. And that's what we lack a lot of times. And people are afraid or embarrassed to ask. I find that out. So if they just go on the website, they can look up some things. And there's a mortgage calculator, and I love that. So they can go around and play with it, and they can really find out what they can afford before I actually have to run it and check it out. And they can just play around. And I think that's very helpful for a lot of people. And I enjoy that. I mean, it's a lot of information on there.
Yeah, and then even with your social media, and I went back on it again this morning just to see, but it's nice about tips that you offer that even fall outside of the mortgage process, you know, just about home ownership and things like that, because especially for first-time home buyers, it can be a little bit scary, a little bit daunting, you know. So, yeah, so you know what, first-time home buyers, you actually like it when people come to you, even if they feel as if they're not fully ready, because then you can kind of help them prepare, and then they circle back. Is that the case?
Yeah, I have a tip sheet when you're, you know, what to prepare for when you're buying your home, what to do, what not to do. I like to help them and help them get their finances in order and just talk to them and get them ready for that and tell them where they need to be. And I find that exciting. And like I said, I really have a passion to help people and desire to see them reach their goals.
Yeah, like, for example, don't go out and buy a Maserati a month or two before you want to buy a home. Is that true?
That is so true. And don't go buy all that furniture for the home before you move in. Please wait.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I did. We set up a budget for that. And then after we bought the house, then we went furniture shopping. So that's actually a more practical advice than buying a Maserati. I just like to say big things.
Oh, I know. That Maserati has to wait, make sure it fits in the garage.
Okay, so now I just want to make sure. Okay, so now high interest rates people are concerned with. I liked another post that you did about biweekly mortgage payments, and you said that this helps to crack the code to financial freedom?
Yes, because you know that, and you got to check with the lender, and making weekly mortgage payments, if the lender allows, this takes a chunk of your interest out, and it, you know, shortens the life of your loan. Anything that you can pay towards the principal, a lot of people will make an extra payment annually to shorten the life of the loan because it pays more to the principal. But, you know, I find it easy to make, you know, set an amount that you can afford monthly and make $100, $200, $50, whatever you can afford, what suits your budget, and pay that. Go on, play with my calculator, see how it fits, and check it out and see how much it'll shorten your loan. You know, you can start small and add it up. You know, what works in your budget, try it. And it's going to take years off your loan the more you can pay down. and save you in the interest. Oh, there's such a big savings.
I know. And so I do that, like when you make a mortgage payment and then you add extra to the principal, and it's once a month, but you're saying that you could do that bi-weekly if the lender allows it, and that would actually save more money, a bi-weekly setup?
Well, if you do it bi-weekly, you're making 13 payments a year, and that's throwing in that extra payment.
Okay.
And then if you add 1/12 of that payment in there, you're going to cut down a little bit more of the interest, and it's really not that much more.
Okay. Well, I like that a lot. And your office is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I've worked so hard on that, and I'm not finished yet, but it's getting there.
Okay. No, I thought it was beautiful. And when you first walk in, there's a lovely conference table, but then there's workstations that I saw towards the back, and you explained what they were for.
Yes, I have a little desk set back there for a realtor, and I've had one to take advantage of it. She, when they need to run in there and write a contract, write an offer, whatever they need to do, and they can't make it to their office, whether, the clients need to leave, catch a flight, they can bring them right to my office, and they have a quiet area to do that in, and that's really helpful. Or if they need just a quiet time and don't need to spend it in their office with all the agents talking and doing things, they have a little quiet area to come to my office and take advantage of that. And the conference room's perfect. I'm going to start doing maybe a little bit of lunch and learns and have them come in, some realtors come in and learn some of the programs. And I just hired a new guy to work on some of the commercial programs that I have to offer.
Okay. And that's a good, because we were talking about home ownership, but you also do commercial lending as well. And then there's the home equity line of credit. So what are the other options for people that you offer?
Like investment properties, you can get a second mortgage and buy an investment property, a vacation home, an Airbnb, a VRBO. There's you can use the equity in your home to do so many things and start another flow of income. I'm really big in second streams of income. I try to help people, expand their horizons and build wealth. Also, when I talk to my clients, I try to really help them succeed in life. I mean, we all can win. That's what we're here for, is to help everybody succeed at the end of the day.
Well, I love that, and I want to make sure that we fit this in because we're getting close to the end of the show. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
I know, and Cindy won't give me extra minutes. Keep asking her. Maybe if I bribe her or something.
Come on, Cindy. I got some good stuff to go over with you.
Yeah, and but what we have coming up in it's this week, this Thursday. Oh, my goodness. Little Birthday Angels is doing their Battle of the Realtors. And it sounds scary, but it's just a fun night of bowling for realtors. What are you going to do there?
Well, I'm a lane sponsor. I sponsored a lane to support one of my favorite causes. And before we go, I got to tell you, I am a credit specialist also.
Okay, yes, please.
And I help my clients with if they can't get the loan for the credit score not being at 580 or 620, within 30 to 60 days, I can raise their credit almost 60 to 90 points. I have it all written out for them. While we're working together on the loan, I'll help them reestablish their credit and bring up their score. I have little notes made for them.
That's wonderful. Yeah, because we're kind of rushing because Cindy just gave us the 2-minute sign.
I'm sorry. That's why I'm trying to get that all in there. But I'm all about helping my clients, because home ownership is a very important thing. And, it's great. And I think everybody should, experience it. And I want to help you get the home of your dreams. So give me a call.
Very good. And it's aboveallmortgage.net. And then the phone number is, go ahead.
772-800-5455.
Okay, very good. So we have 1 minute. So Little Birthday Angels, Angel Peach, it's about helping children with their birthdays where most of them are homeless within the Treasure Coast. So you're doing a wonderful thing to give back and donate and wonderful programs to help people. And so I wanted to say thank you so very much for being on the show because it's inspirational. You're giving people hope that want that American dream or multiple streams of revenue and building wealth. Who doesn't want that?
Right. And
Yeah.
I've got some more, so give me a call.
Okay, very good. And so for everyone listening and watching, my name is Ellen Contreras, host of Treasure Coast Connector. I hope you have a safe, wonderful, productive week. Until next week, I miss you already.